And back on the air, the Gary Russen program on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. And glad to be back as we start off our 50 minutes of nonstop talk here on GJRB Online. And I mean, from now until like about 5:31, and we're just going to keep on talking and playing music and just having a blast here. We're going to leave it open and just continue talking here on GJRB Online. So you're welcome to be on the air with me and talk a little bit and just enjoy the music. And we're going to then wrap up the podcast with our 50 minutes of nonstop talk. And, of course, give you our program schedule for what's going to be happening this week here on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. So join us in this last hour for some great music and talk and stuff like that. And play some new emerging artists from our playlist. And we got a lot of really good stuff there. And pick and choose out of the rotation. Got some real good music. And talk about some different things. We've been talking the past hour. We had Black Dragons Radio with us in the first hour of the program at the starting gate. It was great to see him. And great to have him on board, but they kind of disappeared on me for some reason. Don't know what happened there. A lot of stuff going on. Ben Osman is at a graduation ceremony, so he is not able to join us. But we're going to set up next week for sure. I'm hoping that we can get a hold of him as soon as possible. What I need to do, I think the problem is connection. Should get in him on Monday. But like I told him before, and I mentioned it, that I do this program every Saturday. So I'm working on having shows on regularly. Certain shows that I picked that are on going to be on regularly. This one every week unless I do a music show. So I'm doing that, and for his benefit is that he knows that we're going to be on every week. If something does come up, it's something that he can't help. That is understandable, but he knows that the program is there and available. So, just so he knows. So we'll check on that. And a lot of really good stuff, so I hope you'll stay with me for it. Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, right here on Spreaker. Got a lot of good stuff coming up here in this next hour, and going to play some music along with that. We take some songs from the playlist and play them to keep the music rotation going here. I do that so that I get some audience there and play some real good stuff, different kinds of songs, and get some listeners' audience up here. So that's what I do here on the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. You want to be a part of the program? Love to hear from you. In the remaining moments of this program, about 50 minutes of music here, as we do here on GJRB Online. Sometimes I take a break here, play a little music, take a little musical interlude break. I do that from time to time. This is the latest from our playlist. A group called The Last Reveal, Light in My Eyes, on the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra.
The night don't feel like it used to, so I'm just trying to get used to this light in my eyes. Oh, just wasting time. They tell me there's more than just being. Got no reason to believe them. The night don't feel like it used to, so I'm just trying to get used to this light in my eyes.
Every generation blames the one before, and all of their frustrations come beating on your door. I know that I'm a prisoner to all my father held so dear. I know that I'm a hostage to all his hopes and fears. I just wish I could have told him in the living years. Oh, crumpled bits of paper filled with imperfect thoughts, still to conversations. I'm afraid that's all we've got. You say you just don't see it. He says it's perfect sense. You just can't get agreement in this present tense. We all talk a different language, talking in defense. Say it loud. Say it loud. Say it clear. Oh, say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. It's too late. It's too late when we die. Oh, when we die. We don't see eye to eye. So we open up a quarrel between the present and the past. We only sacrifice the future. It's the bitterness that lasts. So don't yield to the fortunes you sometimes see as fate. It may have a new perspective on a different day. And if you don't give up and don't give in, you may just be okay. Say it loud. tell him all the things I had to say. I think I caught his spirit later that same year. I'm sure I heard his echo in my baby's newborn tears. I just wish I could have told him in the living years. So say it loud. Say it clear. Come on, say it clear. As well as you hear. It's too late. It's too late when we die. It's too late when we die. We don't see eye to eye. Hey, so say it loud. Say it loud. Come on, say it clear.
Yeah, they were fabulous. Mike Rutherford, Mike and the Mechanics, and the Living Years. On GJRB Online here on Spreaker, Gary J. Russen with you, the Gary Russen Program Saturday Extra, as we head into the final hour of our program. Thanks a lot for sticking around. I hope you're enjoying the program wherever you're listening across this fine land of ours. If you are a new listener, drop me a line. I'm posting all over the place and talking with you and doing a lot of different things here at the same time, which kind of gets a little tacky at times because I'm trying to do this and getting various things done, but we're doing weather forecasts in different parts of the country at this point. And we're talking earlier about the heat wave in Alaska, and I thought what we'll do is give you the Fairbanks weather forecast as we have that here, and pull that in, and got various weather forecasts in different parts of the country, and read you the weather forecast for those areas. Right now, up to 83 degrees according to the Townsite station there, and Fairbanks, Alaska. Boy, look at this weather forecast you guys got. Right, first, let's take a look at your relative humidity. Burst your barometric pressure, 30.41 inches of mercury. You have a visibility of 10 miles. You have a 59-degree dew point, and your relative humidity is at 35%. You have a moderate UV index, 50 on the air quality. Let's take a look at your weather. 0% chance of precipitation, high 84, winds light and variable. No rain again tonight, though. 60 degrees for a drop, winds light and variable. And then tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high reaching 87. This is Fairbanks, folks. Okay, this is Fairbanks, North Pole. Mostly sunny, high 87. East-northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Weather on the 5s, 25 and 55 past on all talk shows, 25 and 45 on all music shows, or any time in the hour that ends in 5 here on GJRB Online. Let's take a look at other temperatures. Los Angeles checking in 78 this hour. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, just across the state from us here, 79 degrees, 85 in Des Moines. And Paducah, Kentucky checking in with 86 degrees. Salem, Massachusetts, 74 with rain. And North Platte, Nebraska, checking in with 85 degrees. Weather on the 5s right here on GJRB Online. Next hour, we'll take a look at some of the weather conditions across some of the states that are saying that we're getting severe weather. 83 degrees once again in Fairbanks, Alaska. All right. And then we'll check our local Clinton weather forecast coming up next hour as we wrap up the Gary Russen Program Saturday Extra. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the program wherever you're listening across the fine land of ours, the GJRB Online here on Spreaker Saturday edition. Usually have a guest on, but like I said, he had the obligation to fulfill today. So don't know if we will be getting a hold of him or not. Let's see what happens. Maybe in the final hour, or maybe a little pleasant surprise might drop in. You never know. Just things happen on there, live radio. You never know what's going to happen. That's true. Anyway, GJRB Online here on Spreaker. Gary J. Russen with you, and thanks for tuning in. This hour coming up, we will be doing a rundown of our program schedule. I'm going to do my Spreaker shout-outs. I'm going to do that. Shout out to all our fellow podcasters across the Spreaker land, USA here. See how many people are out there and promote their programs. And various other things we're going to do. Talking about the video version of my schedule update podcast. We're going to talk about this coming up in this hour. And some more music to balance it all out, to make it a pretty good show. Hope you all join me, even as I'm by myself here now this hour. We started our show out with the Black Dragons Radio Network. They kind of bailed on me, so and then that was pretty much it. The last show we had John, the OBFSU, our big fat soft underbelly, joined us, but he I don't know, something there. He must be doing some yard work. You know, he said he was doing yard work, and one day it was hot, so it must be miserably hot down there right now in Houston. And can you imagine 90 degrees and all that excessive heat, and you don't have air conditioning? I watch, and I want to pass along a big shout out, because I try to do it every once in a while, see if they respond. A big shout out to a friend's up in Fairbanks who do a great video. Every once in a while I do a shout out to them. They do a great video vlogs down there in up there in Alaska, and that's the Summers. Well, a big shout out to them today. And the heat must be bad for you guys. You probably aren't used to that. Wow. So we'll take a look at the weather on the 5s coming up at the top of the hour. We are at the top of the hour. It's a little past that. Sometimes I don't get it right on the hour. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But if it's like 5 o'clock, what the heck, you know? I mean, I'm sure a lot of you are a delay. This is a delay on here anyhow. So I had to figure out that 7-second delay and then do it like 7 seconds later or something. I don't know. 5 o'clock Central Daylight Time right now. And it is now 2 o'clock Pacific Time. And it's 6 o'clock in the Eastern Time Zone. And up in Fairbanks, Alaska right now, you guys are checking in at 2 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock in the Pacific, actually. And for Mountain Time people, 4:01. So I kind of covered a lot of time zones there. I think I covered them all. Anyway, you'll see the Gary Russen program Saturday Extra on GJRB Online. You want to join me? We have some good stuff coming up in this last hour. So, but first of all, I want to say you are listening to Gary Russen program Saturday Extra on the GJRB Online Network. Okay, I can't seem to find my identification here on Spreaker. I usually try to run that at the same time I'm running my local 9-foot signal ID, and couldn't find it in time, so it's that's how that happens. If I find it, well, let's just do this one now. This is the GJRB Online Network. We know where we're at. We know what station you're listening to. You're listening to the Gary Russen program Saturday Extra here on GJRB Online. And thank you so much for listening. Top of the hour here in Clinton, Iowa. In the last hour, we're going to talk about some of the things we've been doing. Last hour, past couple hours of the program, we were talking about the Southern California earthquakes. rattling the Pacific Coast with an epicenter in Ridgecrest, California. We have a Dave Scott has an affiliate, but I consider it an affiliate of Dave Scott because any affiliate of Dave Scott's is an affiliate of mine. And it's those fabulous people of 93.7 on FM, classic rock, and down there. I wonder if they are on the air. I'm not sure. They are out of Ridgecrest, and they are a classic rock station on TuneIn. And I'm not sure if they're on the air or not after that last 7.1 magnitude quake. And they are a really good station. I'd have to go into my... let me see. That'll do in a minute here. Just out of curiosity. Wait a minute. Let me pop into my TV here and pop it in. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna go into my side thing here and hit the what do they call that, the Roku box, and wait for that to come up, and I'll go into my TuneIn app on here and see if there's any, try to find that classic rock station out of Ridgecrest. They are a fabulous classic rock station, affiliate of Dave Scott's SOR, Spaced Out Radio, out of Ridgecrest, and I'm going to see if they are on the air. Just curious. I am just curious if they are on the air or not. Let me see if I can get in. Let me pull that up here. Let's see. I have, here it is. Here it is. Z93.7 FM. They are at a Ridgecrest. That is KZFX. And they're a classic rock station out of Ridgecrest. I'm not sure if they're on the air or not. I'd be curious to find out if they are broadcasting. No, they're not sending a signal. They are off the air. The classic rock station out of Ridgecrest is not broadcasting anything. I have it up on the board.
To get ready for the holiday, do it right. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 7/10 while supplies last.
Didn't have
the
the amplifier on the receiver. Yeah, they are on the air. Wow, fascinating. So they are on the air. Ridgecrest, California, Z93.7 KZFX. They are the affiliate of the Spaced Out Radio, and they are come out of the high desert in Ridgecrest, and they are. I'm surprised they're on the air, to be honest with you, because of the situation with the storms. I mean, I really am surprised. The earthquake that Ridgecrest, California, their radio station is streaming and on the air. Absolutely incredible. They must have. I could imagine they probably were off the air for a short, brief period of time after that last shakeup. But that is surprising that they would even be broadcasting. But they are on the air, Ridgecrest, California. They were broadcasting, so they are still on the air. So that's absolutely fabulous. KZFX, and I know why I'm hearing voices. Oh, wait a minute, that's my promos running. Okay, I have to turn that off. It was running on my board. I was wondering where I was hearing extra voices from. my promos were running. I didn't want them to run. My spots were running. My spots were running. Be messy in here. Anyway, got some more stuff coming up. Stay with me. Let's see. I'm going to see what else we can find here. I have a few other interesting stories we're going to bring along here. So I thought what I would do is stop these stupid promos from running. And, okay, it should not be running. Okay, good. Wonder what was going on there. Why I was hearing those extra voices. But that was because my promos were running. and I didn't want them to be running when I'm on the air. Meanwhile, let's take a look at some of the postings across Facebook. We haven't done that yet. We haven't done the scroll through social media, so let's do that right now.
Let's scroll through social media.
That means we go through Facebook, we go through Twitter, all the social sites, Convo, and take a look at what's going on and see some of the postings from some of our followers. And looking at the radar from Pittsburgh, there is a line of severe thunderstorms. Look at that, red spots all over the place, man. Wow. Severe thunderstorm warning for the National Weather Service for the Pittsburgh area, including Allegheny, Armstrong, Indiana, Westmoreland counties until 5 o'clock p.m. This is in the Pittsburgh area. Another line of severe thunderstorms. Geez, like they haven't had enough. All the way down through Cannonsburg, Pittsburgh, Bethel Park, up around Cranberry Township back home. Looks like they're in the midst of some heavy storms there. Youngstown, Ohio's got a heavy storm there as well. So they've got some scattered storms in Pittsburgh right now. Johnstown, all the way through State College, Williamsport, clear down into Waynesboro, and those areas, Cannonsburg. Wow. So there's still some severe weather in Pittsburgh right now at this point again. And I'm looking at their radar right now. Fascinating. That continues to be bad over there. Meanwhile, let's take a look at some of the postings on the Spreaker public site and on Facebook, rather, and see what stories are on here. Interesting one. Former IKEA employees are suing their company after being fired for expressing biblical beliefs, according to a CBN report. They didn't like that. Imagine that. Yeah, I remember Man Anthony's. I've never been there, but I remember hearing about them. Grooming. Well, let's go down the page. Let's see. We got Independence Day. Let's see. Another one is left-wing liberal. Wayne S. Pierce posts this. Get the blankety-blank out of the country. I agree. Another one, left-wing, again, America hater. Of course. Doesn't like it. They don't like freedom. They don't like freedom. Oh, jeez. Anyway, Wayne S. Pierce also reported it's not Republican versus Democrats, us against them. It's progressives against we the people. Absolutely right, Wayne. Basically, it's people against people who disagree with one another on how to implement peaceful solution to a chaotic situation. Do you choose the American way or the progressive socialist way? And he's right. It's a matter of choice. It's time to choose sides. I agree with that. And I choose the Republican way. I choose the American freedom, because people don't realize that if you go into the how this country started, and you go into how the Americas. Here's BJ. He posted his McNamara posted this just about an hour ago. I hope you weren't offended by the game. I'm sorry I called it a wrong name. It's called Guild Wars 2. I hope that you didn't get I hope that's not why you left. Good grief. Is that why you left the show? That is the game he's playing. Called guildwars2.com. So I'm going to post something to him in just a little while. But I'm hoping that he's out there listening right now. BJ, if you are out there listening right now, please, I am sorry if I mispronounced your name or your game. I hope that's not why you left, because I really am sorry. Yeah, I mean, looks like it could be a fun game. I'd have to try it. I don't play much for video games, but I'm always out to try something new to make things interesting. I'm not a big video game player, but that's cool. And I guess if I was your age at this time, I'd probably be playing those too. It's called Guild Wars. So I am sorry about that. I'm hoping that's not why you left. You're probably just playing the game and you just left the show. Or, that segment ended and you just didn't go back and refresh it or something. Because I'm hoping that's not it. I didn't mean to offend you by mispronouncing the name of your game. I am really sorry about that. Christian News Network, more than 200 major U.S. corporations have signed on a amicus brief asking the Supreme Court to rule that employers are prohibited under federal civil rights, a civil rights law from firing workers due to their sexual orientation or gender identity. The ruling would affect Christian businesses as well, ownership nationwide, as one of the cases surrounding a Christian funeral home owner who would not permit his funeral director and embalm to dress like a woman on the job. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's like Ben Osman. I see a green light on his messenger board. Ben, if you are listening out there right now, give me a call. It looks like you're in the green light. Of course, it shows green light on your messenger, on your name, but it doesn't show it down the list. That's interesting. Why is that showing on your thing but not on your list? I don't get that. That's interesting. Anyway, going down the page a little bit, I'm going down here, posting, and just reading the other people's posts on Facebook, and I do that kind of to make this show interesting. I'll kind of like go down and post and look at different things, and seeing what people post and read it. I like to do that. It's kind of fun. Makes the show interesting. So I call this Scroll Through Social Media. It's kind of a segment I do on here. And I like doing that. Got about 10 minutes and 5 seconds left in this segment. We're going to flip it over with 10 more minutes left to go after that. So I was tired. Altogether, 20 minutes left to go in this GJRB 20 more minutes left to go in this 50 minutes of nonstop talking music. So I'm going to probably throw in a song here pretty soon. Oh, what's this? What the heck? This is posted by the Conservative Voters of America. Look at this. Going in there and stealing what? Clothes? What is this? This is a Pleasant Prairie Police Department. Let's see if I can try to get this video to the beginning and see if we can read this. Nearly a dozen people stole an estimated $30,000 in merchandise from a Wisconsin North Face store. It's North Force or North Face. And again, this is hard to read when you have North Face. I guess I was right. North Face store. When they have all the nerve in the world to do this now, and this is under 30 seconds they did this. Shoplifters can be seen grabbing as much North Face apparel as they could possibly hold before running out of the store. So they, kind of like a contest. They think that, like a shopping spree. They must have thought this was a shopping spree. They went in there and they stole a bunch of items. This is just, people have all the nerve in the world to do this. The Pleasant Prairie Police Department has asked members of the public there to reach out if they recognize the shoplifters. So they just went and took clothes off the hangers and ran out with them. I mean, it takes all kinds, folks. It does. It takes all kinds. I don't think any time I have ever seen or heard of another group doing this like this in the U.S. And then the Mexicans did it during the 1992 L.A. riots. And this is pathetic, folks. One person posted, should they be able to shoot them on no questions asked? Yeah, I agree with that one. Charles Stephen Peach wrote, they are really shoplifting? I mean, once they are arrested, they hear that these poor, misunderstood men are merely gathering items for their friends and families who couldn't otherwise afford these items. They're practically saints, and at least that's how the liberal left spin it. I agree with that one. And, of course, follow that by reparations. Yep, absolutely. Fabulous. Let's go down the ways a little bit, see what else we can find here. We have that posting about the earthquake at Yellowstone. I posted this on my Spreaker public site as well, Mindy, so I'm going to post that down the line as well. Let's see. Good friend Glenn Brown, he always posts our show from time to time, so I'm going to read some of what he posts. He has some good ones. When the Bible says, do not lean on your own understanding, the Bible is being serious. Your heart is deceitful. Your emotions fluctuate. Your understanding does not see the overall big picture. God never lies. God never changes. God knows all. Trust him. Good posting. Good posting. We got about 6 minutes left of this segment and another 10 minutes, 5 minutes after, about 16 minutes left to go in our 50 minutes of nonstop talking music here on GJRB Online. We're doing a scroll through social media. We'll do another scroll coming up as we continue with this program, the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. Coming up in the final part of our program today, I'll talk about the GJRB schedule update podcast I'm working on, the video version, and talk about what's coming up on GJRB Online and our Spreaker shout-outs coming up here on GJRB Online. So I'm going to kind of do that, and we'll kind of revisit our chat room over on the other side. We're going to go into Twitter. Asian seafood raised in antibiotics and pig feces approved for U.S. No, thank you. Will not eat that crap. Let's see. Wayne S. Pierceburg talk about Democratic Congresswoman secretly sending staff to Mexico to coach asylum seekers. Jeez, they just never end, does it? Let's see. Here's one. Alec Baldwin. I think he's another left-wing liberal commie. Alec Baldwin can appear on a network television show every week and make fun of President Trump, no problem. But an 8-year-old appears on the internet making fun of AOC. You know, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You know, AOC. You know, the actress who's playing the part of a congresswoman. The 8-year-old girl appeared on the internet making fun of her, and now liberals are silencing her by threatening to kill her. This 8-year-old. They're threatening to kill this 8-year-old imitating AOC. Yeah, it's a liberal front. It's a communist plot. And more than likely, they are going to continue to do this. Further down the page, what else we can find here. And I'm going to go ahead and take a kind of flip here in a couple of minutes real quick. And I thought what we'll do right now is kind of throw in another tune. And then we're going to come on the other side. And let's see what we're going to do on the other side. Let's see, why don't we pull up a song here. We got about 3 minutes and 21 odd seconds left. How long? Oh, okay, that song is going to take us into the final part. So why don't we just take a break and play some music and enter the final part with this. Play some music here. I like Richard Marx. Yeah, this guy was fabulous. I always liked his music. We're going to flip over with this song and continue it on the other side. You'll see the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra on GJRB Online here on Spreaker across America. This is Richard Marx and the Endless Summer Nights on the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra.